It's a good question. Why does anyone end up anywhere? Well, to cut a long story short, I grew up on the west coast of Cumbria, and I fell in love with the landscape from an early age.
I love it here because of, where I work, I'm just so in the middle of the countryside. So you can be in the office working and then, I can nip out and walk the dogs for 10 minutes and it's perfect. It's a complete escape from, being in the office and in front of a computer. You can just get out and do stuff.
There's pretty much everything I want to do here. I love to go walking. I love the outside. The archaeology is fantastic. My commute to work in the morning has 2-3 llamas, a castle, field systems, loads of animals. Can't really argue with that. The only traffic I hit is a group of cows at sort of like 5 o'clock, so there's not much to complain about really.
There's getting to be a community, especially a younger, more active community spirit. We do have the problem where a lot of the people who would be getting into community things do tend to maybe grow up here, go to school, leave to go to university, and then might not come back. They'll stay. They'll be attracted to cities. So it's nice. There's jobs coming back here, so people can be attracted to live here.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to get out of here as soon as possible.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to like a city or abroad, maybe. I don't know.
And why do you feel that?
Because from like an art point of view, around here there's no kind of audience for the stuff I like to do, and people don't really get the weird stuff, which is what I really like to do.
I produce wood artworks and other little things like notebooks, hanging decorations, key rings, and so I'm in like a selection of galleries and shops up and down the country in Northern Ireland, and then I also do a lot of art fairs and crafts fairs, so it's quite nice to be able to sell to my customers directly, and I take commissions and things as well, and then sell a little bit online.
I'm a graphic designer, and I kind of got a broad-based background in terms of predominantly print, but lots of different sectors. So that's kind of quite good in terms of picking up lots of different clients and keeping it fresh and interesting. In terms of how I actually sell what I do, it has generally been word of mouth and recommendation and things like that, which has worked a treat. I've got a fair mix of different clients. There's quite a lot of local businesses, there's some arts and culture type bodies. I work with some farmers diversifying, so we do some sort of branding, packaging, that sort of thing for when they're, food products, that sort of sector.
So I felt very disconnected until, because I wasn't sure how, I knew there was artists in the area, but I didn't know how I'd connect with them. A lot of them are a lot older than me. I still don't really know of anybody else like my age living around here as an artist. But I did the Lunesdale Art Trail, which is like an open studios event, and that was like the first group of artists that I met.
I live just outside a village which has one bus a week, so you can't rely on public transport, and I think it's very difficult to live in a rural area without a car. You've got to be either very reliant on other people, because the public transport will not be your friend.
To me, living here is quite unassuming, so the culture amongst people is to be together and contribute, and but it's not to shout loud about it. So, but also there's a lot of history, and I get quite proud if I show people around and I kind of bubble over, a bit like my grandma does, and I start telling people about barns and walls, and sometimes they're interested, sometimes they're not.